to that, which is the same course. Hey. And the closest line we have, which is hooked to this circuit, besides from the one live, or well, technically speaking, it's two lives, I believe. One live and one neutral. If there is one live and one neutral coming down there, I can pull power from those. But there again, those give power to my main lights, so I kind of want to keep those on. I could pull power from the bathroom if I had a long enough cable, but I don't think the cable that is behind here is long enough to reach all the way into there. If it is, then sure, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, well, that's kind of just confirmed that. Okay, we're back, so should power off all of this, should power off that was already off. One thing though that we're gonna need to verify. Yeah, before plugging this into the other one, because that other one is wired up now. It should be enough. It shouldn't matter since it's three-phase, but it kind of matters. So I'm going to double check in here which of these ones are the neutral. And you might be asking yourself why. Well, because that one is wired up in a two-phase configuration at the moment. Which in grounded reason is not a problem, but I still gotta know what so you're off. Yes, well, the main is off. So yeah, because here you see the problem. Ground, live one. Well, we got L2 on you. So what I'm gonna do to do this simple is that I'm just gonna go in this one. I'm just gonna move. There we go, back up. Lock it. There we go. So there, this part of the three-phase leg is complete. And we have this side of the three-phase leg. So now we have a three-phase leg, 1 and 2, which means now if you're there we go, there's your three-phase leg. So now if everything goes to plan and we do not have a ground fault, and technically speaking L2, we should have power. There we go. Well, fuse went. L1 went for some reason, most likely because we had a too high power spike. Let's try again. Wait, did the main breaker go? Yo, what the fuck? Well, let's just double check first. I mean, it must have gone the main breaker then. Because, well, we ain't got no voltage. What the fuck? Is it really that high draw on that system? Just out of nowhere? What the fuck? We got two... Why do I have 24 volts? Oh, wait a minute. Because that's another phase, ain't it? If I go here, we got 233. If I go here, we only have 24 volts. Ha! I found our problem. Give me a minute. Not we the first fucker turned on, but the second fucker never turned on. Yeah. Not weird. Well, wait a minute. 24 volts. Turn on you. We got 233. Which means it should just work, but it did not. So apparently we're pulling above 13 amps. But, well, let's turn off the main switch on the power supply. Rather said to keep that one on, but turn off you. Let's try then and turn on this shank. Okay. We got power. Fucker right here ain't the... Well, we got this one, which is holding on pretty good, but this other side, nah, not really the same. So, okay, I don't know how long you reach. You reach to there. So I'm just move you there. Plug you in to get some form of light over here. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's something. I think it's funny that I haven't had a link state. Well, then IP is changed, but it didn't say anything about link down, link up. So that's interesting. It should have told me that I had a link down and that the link went up, but... Well, I suppose it didn't, because it was... The link never disconnected, technically speaking. Because that link goes in there, the van link goes down in there, but... It was still connected, so... And I guess residual power, blah 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 blah. All of that. Anywho... Back to the task at hand. So this is gonna be fun, which is why I need that other screwdriver, wherever the fuck I put it. Because frankly, I don't know. I don't know where I shocked the bastard in the middle of me doing work. Here it is. Some people might be asking me now, aren't you done with this soon? This is never done, my guy. That's one thing I can tell you. So I'm gonna leave this one open, because that one is the one I'm following. So now, basically what we're doing here, we're just clamping it in here, because the... Well... Here's the thing I kind of don't want to do, which is loosen that fucker too much, because that one is a pain in the butt. Now, Now comes the fun part. So floor heat work on button. I wonder why the fuck the floor heat ain't working, my guy. The neutral ain't connected, you bonk. Well, anywho, I'm gonna move this shit over on the other system. Anyway, well, just have it done. So basically, the one with the thing is the neutral. No, neutral I say is the live. And the ground is hooked into ground, although the ground can come out of the ground because the ground is going to be extended and put on the ground of that thing to make everything appropriate. So that in ground at least means that this live can go bye-bye. This live can go bye-bye, so we have less cables in here. That means this ground is fine. Basically all of these are fine until we potentially add another line in here, which, well, could potentially happen one or another time, but not today, brothers, not today. So there we go. Let's just you know what, this one's still intact. Yes, let's move this up, shall we? On the top of what's gonna be, basically, we need an opening down there, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Since we're gonna be pulling shit out there. So there we go, you're standing fine there. Then we got you, that's the power bringing in there, which technically speaking needs to go through here. So technically speaking, time to get this fucker on already. Because all of those needs to go out. And then this is gonna hold this plate in there. And then we can get our plate for light. Get that one back on, and there's your light. Finito finato. So you can go back in there now, and we can get crimpers and cables and start extending cables per se. Yeah, that's the basic logist of it. So basically we got grounding wire there, we got blue cable there, we got other cable there. So basically I'm just going to use this cable because it's the easiest one. Now we already have a crimper on there. Now we know that one's the live. So I'm going to take a black cable, I say a brown cable, but this black cable is going to be too short. This one is going to be long enough, so that one's fine. You can see that, well, we have to use more blue than brown. So for the brown side of things, we're going to use that fucker. But for the other one in the ground, well, I could have used this one, but I'm going to use that one because that one looks better. Anywho, so howdy red wire, no red wire, other wire. So I have none of the other ones, but I have these ones left. So if I can find the one that fits to this thing, or if I have one that can fit inside of this thing, as I do, that one fits in there quite well, a little loose, but I can crimp. This is a crimpable one actually, which means I can use this one in conjunction with this one, and we'll see the difference on those, which means in ground and reason this one is pretty much pre-stripped and ready to go, which means that I can basically crimp this fucker on there Oh well, so I hoped, but these ones aren't exactly... Yeah. You know, this is the problem with solid core wire. This is literally the problem with solid core wire. They just don't hold. You crimp it, but it just does not. I can try to crimp the like end piece on it. Let us go and get my lighter. Well, wherever I put that thing now, that's the bigger question. My lime green lighter, where are you? Very good question. Next one, thanks. I have something other I could use, but that's probably a little bit too intensive. So, question mark, where is my lighter? I had it, but I mean, it's clearly not here. Because, well, I would believe this is a little bit overkill, but I guess if we can't find a lighter, we do what we gotta do, right? Well, I suppose at least we have ventilation. So I suppose it's not the end of the world, as long as we try to not burn the other cables in the process. How do I plan to do this? Well, basically, okay, let's do the blue cable before we do that. Let's do the blue one first. Let's fill them. So this one, oh wait a minute, this is the other one, the one that has where the fuck did I throw that other one? There it is. I was about to say, this is the one that has the yeah. Da da dee doo 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 da 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 doo 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 doo. So that should be pretty substantially in there, which means I should be able to hook that one in there. Perfect. Then I should be able to take on one of my hands, per se. I should be able to grab this thing. As I said, we should have used a lighter because... Okay, we back. Jeg fant en random gamle lighter liggende rundt, så jeg fikk gjort ferdig alle kablene nå. Så det vi skal gjøre nå et par ting. Først av alt så skal vi strippe denne liven her. Så skal vi ta og koble den liven her på... jeg vet ikke hvor i faen ned den her andre. Så vi tar og kobler og gjør slik. Skal jeg ta og flytte den her over på denne siden, og så skal jeg kjøre inn den her på den på andre siden av den. There we go. Så skal jeg ta og klempe den med. There we go. There we go. Og så skal den her bridge over til 11 her, som i bunn og grunn skal da gi til den i bunnen, og så skal da den i bunnen output, så gjør. Jeg var på tur til å spørre du åpen, sant? Men nei, den var ikke helt Come on. Thank you. Så basically der. Så der du. Så nå har vi det her kabelkasse. Så basically det der skal være nok til å gå over der. Så pretty much just cut vi kan da jordingskabelen være lengre for du tar en beam, men as far as for live og neutral går så. Så live, Mr. Strip og Mr. i skruvtrekker og Mr. nummer 12 open all the way. Mr. nummer 12 open all the way får da liven her. There we go. Så har vi Mr. Per se neutral som blir bridget sammen med den her. Så igjen liten omblokkering. Så du går inn på den siden, og så har vi denne her som går inn på vel, jeg skulle prøve å få den til å gå inn på andre siden, men please da. Please da. Kom igjen da, for faen. Ok, there we go. Og så får vi deg til å gå inn der. Thank you. Eller vent litt, nå må jeg tenke litt. NO der for normally open, eller north? Jeg har på følelsen av at det der normally open Vel, det finner vi nå ut kjapt da. For å se det så må jeg flytte alt der over. If that's normally open, I have to move that, all of that over. Maybe it's not normally open then. Okay, so this is not normally open, it's north, okay. Just had to verify that. If not, we would have had a tiny bit of an issue. Then we got our ground cable, which, well, we also can short down a fair amount. Now, bear in mind this is going in that rack eventually too, but... And then this one will be cut right here. Knotted together, and then ow, fuck. This side of this thing gets opened. Well, I can't see Flash do much at the moment because of the shite, but I'm just gonna do that, and I'm just gonna try to screw her, and I'm just gonna hope that I catch that wire eventually, as I think I did. And yes, I did. So then this fucker is grounded, which means in grounding reason I should be able to just throw some electrical tape around this bitch, just cause. And we have a actual wire per se instead of just a bunch of loose wires. So I'm just gonna end it there. Okay. Swing around den risen now. Well. Well, I hear, you know that sound when contactors are active? So I believe this one, and this one right here, I got a load going through it. It hasn't tripped. Cables are not getting warm, which means I think in ground and reason, well, besides from this motherfucker being in the wrong language, well, I hear we should be good to go. We should be good. So well, we won't know anything for the next couple, for maybe the next half an hour or whatnot, because it's gonna take a while for the floor to heat up, but we'll know eventually. Well, Also, Taki, what the hope it up? I don't know, man. Seems kinda horny to me. Ooh, fucking glorious, my god. I mean, I can obviously see if it has you know, output, but okay, so it does not have an output. Nani, sigure. It has an input voltage, right? It's got 230 in, but I'm not measuring 230 out. What the fuck? Well, that one is saying plus, but 11 plus 13. Oh, wait a minute, 14 is there. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Let's move this fucker to 14 maybe. Because on that other contactor 14 or this port is a blind port, but supposedly, there we go. There we go. So if I now measure between neutral and 14, there we go, we got 230. Well, I tried to change later and it works because the 12 port there is not an output. The top one, 11, is in, or plus 13 is an input because this is different than the first one. So the output is the number 2. So now I have 230 volts across the neutral terminals, which means now the floor should have power. I tried to change later and it works because the 12 port there is not an output. The top one, 11, is in, or plus 13 is an input because this is different than the first one. So the output is the number 2. So now I have 230 volts across the neutral terminals, which means now the floor should have power. Well, no, I did not. Now I started. Okay, so welcome back. I have made a few changes, we could say. So yes, so we're gonna upload this sketch. Aha, so here we see some changes we need to do. First change needs to be done at here. So bathroom temp, and I'll just add a few there. Should fix that problem. And then set pump temperature goes there. Set pot value. And then you need to go so serial print bonk 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 bonk. That needs to be inside of its own brackets, and then plus u, and then on the end here we need to have 2 brackets because we got one open, one verify. Nope. Or is it asking for another one? Nope, it's not. Good. So serial print u plus. So now let's try to upload it. This thing goes crazy. There we go. Set pop value temperature. Yes. But it's not outputting the time. Now, one thing I am gonna do for each loop, I'm gonna do a serial.print right here where we do a down right there. Then verify, then we upload that. There we go. Now we have a space in between. Good. So now we got them split up. So now I'm going to do a few things. Inside of set path value, going to add a comma. And you know what? Where is my ear protection? I swear to God, I might as well just throw on that crap at this point. Am I right? Whatever the fuck it is, that is. Very good question. Where are they even? Where is my... I saw them earlier today, so I know they're here somewhere, but God knows where they actually are. I did see them though, so they should not be too far out in heck. Not on top of here. I remember moving them with something. Huh. they're not in here as they have been before. Here they are. At this point, since we're doing constant updates, I might as well just take these on so I don't have to listen to those clacky-clack contactors. Of course, half the rest of the block is gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? Well, yes, and we can... I think one should be fine. Well, yes. I'm just gonna change that time date to just today's date and time currently. So Tuesday. So, well, besides it saying okay, I'm just gonna go back here just to see if this fixes that, if that shows up again. It should show up all the time. Well, yeah, so basically I can do this simple. Serial dot print tonk. But one thing I also kind of need to do is basically move this no god. So basically Command X, Command Z, what the fuck? Okay, let me try this. So basically I need to move this basically before this. Well, we are back, and I've done some changes to the programming. So I've added this here, right here, called digital read floor switch pin, which is pin 11. And then if floor switch pin equals high, so it's got 5 volts, it's supposed to write relay pin 1 high, serial print N, serial print floor heat override, floor contactor closed, and then if it's low, digital write relay pin low, 1 low, serial print N, floor heat override disabled, system continuing with normal operations. So, if I hook this fucker in now, howdy! Howdy, yes. So if I now upload this, it has the time to think. Temperature, so if this one turns on now, it's on, but supposedly it's not doing what it's supposed to do, which is override. La meg prøve å bare jump dem manuelt da, bare for å se. Nope. Not showing up with a direct short either, so something's going on, because when this one is on, it's supposed to override the heat. Rather said send 5 volts to that terminal. So if everything here is configured correctly, we should have across from this pin right here to ground. Well, it's the wrong way, but 4.54 volts. Well, we're back. I found, well, a resistor on 3.34K. Because we found out the problem. The digital write pin, it's always gonna read 1 unless it's got a common. So we need a resistor in order to do it. Now I found this resistor here. It's mounted right here, I believe. One way to figure out.
9 times 3 is 27.
Yep, 3.34K, so that's one right there. So, well, perfect. I already have my soldering iron right here and ready. God, even the sponge is still wet. I don't know, 3.3K may be too much, but I guess that's maybe also why I said 1K at least, if not the resistor gets very hot. Because of course the resistor is going to be together with the 5 volt. It's always going to be there if the 5 volt is getting power. So yeah, so clean up this fucker, buff it up, And give me some tin. I'll need to dip some new tin on there. Get a pocket.
Blood sucking little booger. This light happened there. Meters this.
There we go.
Actually felt like they mined really
Put
fast.
some on there. And then find that tiny resistor.
It'd be cool to find a monster spawner. Like, did we find one? And then it didn't. I can keep trying to. Oh. I thought that ravine was right there. I'm gonna be like, oh crap, that's not good.
Well, she's coming. Slowly but surely.
Lord, look at all this. Oh snap. Speak of the devil. Oh yeah. I am good. I promise you guys, that was not planned out. Let's go ahead and conquer this thing. Oh yeah. Enchanted. Oh yeah. Right, unfortunately I don't.
Well, there we go.
This.
That side is out.
Come back to this. So
Now we just gotta get the
mom's in here. I can make a mom trap, right? Make a mom
other
trap.
one out. Or well, the other side out.
I really wanted to keep it. That and that.
Almost.
Can I do it like this? I guess I gotta drop everything. Actually, let's go ahead and since we have iron with us, we'll go ahead and make iron swords.
There we go. We got her out. Now we gotta solder some wires onto her. After we, well, stretch her out a little, we could say.
I like this texture pack though. See, look, venom stone. Perfect. Shard of venom. Wait. Shard of venom. That's right. Sapphire.
So that is the output side. So we'll put the black wire, or maybe not. Well, see, then we had a green, I believe. We had a green one here. No, we had a red one. So basically, well, since yellow is the only thing we have, I suppose that's what we'll use.
Resources down here.
So basically, buy junk cable, grab some wire to use. There we go. Also grab vi lite rörkabel, which is gonna be, well, on the output side on the fork here.
Nickelite. That is, I want to say, diamond level down there, so it will be any bag.
So basically, I need my pair of helpy hands, wherever the fuck my helpy hands are currently located. Cause frankly, I do not know. I used my helpy hands. Here's my helpy hands. So there's my helpy hands. I need my wire strippers and my wire cutters. So these two. And in grunden reason my lighter and heat shrink. So basically this heat shrink, I believe, and my lighter. So,
42 rubber has also.
strip.
And we are looking good on resources. So, guys, we actually did pretty well this episode. Found us a monster spawner. We had Feather Falling 3, which we can actually enchant on some boots. We find an anvil. Make one very soon. Thorns 3, which I'm not sure what it does. I'm imagining either. I'm imagining some type of chest plate or legs. So if monsters hit us, they would take damage from hitting us. Actually, 2 of them. So hopefully we can.
There we go. So there is that cable. Then we have yellow cable, which is gonna be the side, which is gonna be our ground, because I don't have any more black, so you use what you have.
We're doing pretty good. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and end off this episode here. Little shy, I think, of our 25-minute mark. But let's go ahead and actually make use of
Yes! Howdy! Bloody Christ, my guy. So, here's the thing. So, there's the red side, there is the gold side. So basically,
way to make these things.
that's our output, per se. Then we have our cable. Now, only one problem. First of all, we can get this fucker shorter because of where it's gonna be laying. Second of all, this is the point where I wish I had extra pair of hands, because I got
I think this actually hooks up to any ender chest, I believe, which is pretty neat. So if we like make
to hold
chest, it would hook up to the ender pouch, I believe. So if we're out to run, we could just put our resources in this and it would show up in the ender chest, I imagine. And if that's the case, we can actually hook it up to where we pump whatever out of that into our sorting system. So out on the run, we can be pretty much sorting all the stuff that we pick up. Pretty neat. Let's see. What else do we have? There was also another chest. So there's a new chest called the Black Hole Chest. Right here. And it's actually, some of the recipes aren't showing up. But I do know how to make it, and it's not too bad. They only require like a few pieces. I want to say either 2 diamonds or 18 diamonds. I don't know. I think it might have required 2 diamond blocks. But pretty much it has infinite holding space. Once you fill up one inventory bank like this, it pretty much start a new page, and then you can just filter through the pages. So pretty. Next episode, guys, we go ahead and end off here. Next episode, we're going to pre-tap it up. We're going to make an anvil.
Ow. That's a hot cable. So, basically, that's our map site.
Whatever you guys want to say, I try to always respond down there when I can. So, if you guys would also rate the video, greatly appreciate it. And until next time, I'll see you then.
I need light. Well, I see red. One way to figure out if it did it correct, however. I don't know why this motherfucker is now reading 16, 17, but okay. Fine boy. Det var drastisk. Well, let's just say le resistance won't be a problem. Let's just put it that way. So let's just give this one some extra meat.
Guys, welcome back to episode 7 of our Link. And last episode we left off, we actually were making do with our bed box, I believe. And with that, I think we got some materials, and pretty much that's what we did. We found a dungeon under there, found some enchanted books, which we're going to try to use this episode. And looks like we actually have our iron tools cooked up now. It's a lot quicker than I thought it would be. I did take a little quick break, so apologies, but we're back now. So we're gonna try and make an anvil this episode and try and do some stuff, and quite possibly try to find some more machines to make. So let's get started. Alright, so let's get this going. We'll take it right. We need 3 blocks of iron. There we go. 2, 3. And that's now we should be able to take these guys, put them on top. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that gives us an anvil. I don't know how long this guy's supposed to last, but I do know a few things about it. And I'm sorry, but I haven't played a lot of new Minecraft. Let's show you guys it. But I think it falls. I love that aspect. So let's see. What do I need? Ruby pickaxe. So I have red pinky. There's something exchange needed to his parents. By default, with can I use? Yes. Issue the Ruby, but look at that.
That can be activated by Arduino code. We only need to connect our button between an interface and ground.
I could make a brand new one for less than that. I don't even get nothing out. You know what? There you go, guys. So you can do it, but it's a waste of time. Just gonna prove that out right now. Waste of time. As far as I'm concerned. Alright, so we got feather falling
Press the button does.
Let's see, so we need some
Now let's go back to the issue.
Make some webs real quick. I want to see if we can't touch this out. Make some iron boots. Feather falling here.
Hey guys, what's up?
Enchanted
Enter
board.
the button and
Boots.
choose how here. Oh,
There we go. So enchantment costs us 5.
Wait, you might think that's our press.
Feather falling 3 iron boots. I
on the when the button isn't being pressed,
Alright,
when it's
now let's
not
see
being
if we
pressed,
can
and it's being
get
uninstalled.
armor.
3 and so on my breadboard here,
Some more.
I'm going to take the red wire
Finish that off.
and I'm going to plug that into the center. So you can't really see the pins in the video here, but
I think
it's wired into the center of those 3 pins. And now I'm going to choose the right side.
Figure out what
will
I
be
just saw when I was
on stage.
moving that over.
The left will be off stage. So again, I'm going to take a resistor. This is another 1K resistor. And I'm going to connect it to ground and then to the right side pin there. And then we need another wire to connect it to our pin. So the same column as the resistor. And I'm going to plug it into the pin. And that's all the wiring that we need for this.
Leave the other 4
Now,
something else.
to make this video a little bit more helpful,
And I can imagine a mob trying to hit us and just wanting to dying because he's stupid. More or less as known emitter, so let's make our helmets. Finish this off. And here we go. Trying to look like a welder again. Funny, pink-looking jackets. Let's go check out the feather falling 3. See how much. Isn't 3 like one of the higher enchantments? Come on, jump! Okay, seriously. I have to make me a this little bridge over here. Wait a second. That cover? He must have got lucky. Let's see. Feather falling 3? That ain't too bad considering he dropped. It did jump almost as well. It's not too bad. And I live with it. Cool with me. Alright, so we're down to 2 on our enchanting level. Guess that's alright for now. So what is the deal? So can we actually macerate the lead? That's another question I'm gonna check out. Actually, let's go 2, 3, 2, 1, 5. Okay, so you can pretty much repair it. That's good. We'll go ahead and hold on to this guy. We'll repair it eventually. Did I just hear this guy? Oh, I'm hearing him from up there. Right. So we do have another inlet over here. Intermanded. Definitely built something here as well. Now, someone was telling me they found a village at specific coordinates, but looking at the coordinates that I have currently, it looks like they might go a little ways away. Because the coordinates are 400, so I'll get like 400 blocks any way I go because we're negative on both coordinates. So I'll have to go check it out later on. Since we're almost done mastering, we're just going to finish up and wait for this macerating up.